This talk is an attempt to make the listener understand what chemistry is. Given some matter, physical matter, it has many properties which can be grouped into geometrical properties, mechanical properties, electrical properties, magnetic properties, acoustic properties, optical properties, thermal properties, and chemical properties. Now, for this talk, what do we mean by chemical properties? We have seen in the talk starting of physics that matter is particulate in nature and that the smallest indivisible particle is called atomos by Democritus. While Democritus thought that there are as many different kinds of atomos as there are different kinds of matter, Dalton made it clear that there are only very few kinds of indivisible particles, again calling them atoms, and that they combine to give the rich varieties of matter we see around. The smallest unit of a particular kind of matter is named molecule. The different kinds of atoms are called elements, and the different kinds of molecules are called compounds. The number and the kinds of elements in a compound is called chemical composition of that compound. Note that element and compound are only qualitative terms. When we say 3 molecules of oxygen and 4 atoms of copper, oxygen and copper are compounds whose quantities are 3 molecules and 4 atoms respectively. As on today, 118 elements are known to mankind, from which tens of thousands of compounds are formed. That these building blocks of entire matter in universe are simply related by consecutive natural numbers is a mystery to me. Dunham says that elements in chemistry are like prime numbers. Even more mysterious that these elements are finite, unlike primes. Maybe we do not know about their finitude as on today. When two compounds come in physical contact with each other, there are two possibilities. Either their chemical composition of one or both compounds changes and new compounds are formed, or they remain the same with the chemical composition unchanged. In the former case, we say that the two compounds reacted. In the later case, we say a mixture is formed. Again, this mixture can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Gold in water is a heterogeneous mixture, whereas sugar in water is a homogeneous mixture. It is said that most of the time what appears as homogeneous is actually heterogeneous on closer look. Example, milk. Another example of Maya. We call a compound as pure substance, meaning mixture as any substance. Chemical properties of a pure substance means two things. Firstly, how it changes its chemical composition when interacted with other pure substances or when subjected to some physical processes. Secondly, the very characteristics of pure substances to identify them. There are thousands of pure substances that a classification of all the compounds is inevitable. Broadly, pure substances are classified as organic and inorganic. So finally, what is chemistry? After the discovery of the divisibility of atom and the electrical nature of the inside of atom, chemistry has become the study of not only the chemical properties of thousands of pure substances, but also the study of generalizing causes for these properties. In another talk, I shall propose how to start chemistry formally for 13-14-year-old kid. Chemistry always surprises me. How is it that few chemicals released in very minute quantities is responsible for the entire range of experiences that a human being can have? Thank you.